So are you one of those people that's constantly on their phone, seeing if their Instagram post got more than 10 likes, which unfortunately for me never seems to happen? One of those people constantly watching memes or funny videos of cats falling off trees because they think it's hilarious, when really the cat is crying in a corner somewhere right now? Chances are you're probably watching this on your phone because it's accessible, and why not? However, sometimes, just sometimes, it's worth putting down the Ricardo memes, worth putting down the SpongeBob memes and going outside. Now what is the outside? Well, the outside is that thing just over there. You see it? Yeah, that's the outside, right? Now what is so good about this outside? Well, I'm from North Devon, a place full of cows and people that don't know how to speak properly. But there's all thing we can come to terms with that we all accept and enjoy. A fish and chips on Friday and the National Trust.
So now that I've got that cliche and almost cringy intro over with, it's probably in my best interest to start talking about the National Trust. Right, so like any other smelly teenager, my interactions with outside are pretty standard. Ew, it's disgusting. You adults just don't seem to understand that I don't want my £10 pocket money being mugged. No thank you, I've washed a lot of dishes for that. But what if I told you there was a place that you could go which you didn't really have to worry about being outside, but still being outside? Yeah, that sounded really, that just sounded better on the script, honestly. The National Trust is a charity founded in 1895 by three people who really care about the importance of our nation's heritage and open spaces and wanted to preserve them for everyone to enjoy. Wow, my copy and paste skills have really improved over the years. So instead of just reading this off their website, why didn't I just go and show you? It's probably better. So I ended up going down to a place called Arlington Court, one of the National Trust's 500 historic houses. That's just crazy numbers. It's honestly a bit too many. It's a big flex, isn't it? Not to mention the 780 miles of coastline they also own. Now I know the weather in these shots isn't great, but me and my mum, well, we were freezing and it was pretty rubbish, but we still had some fun and I got a hot chocolate out of it. So if anything, it just proved you can still have fun outside whilst it's raining. Kind of. So although the weather wasn't great in these shots, I was able to get out a couple of days later and go down to a place called Manning's Pit. Although this place isn't associated directly with the National Trust, I still got some really nice shots down there, because I have to flesh out this video apparently because it's not long enough. Now the real question about this doc is, why am I making it? Well, I don't really know. All I do know is currently teenagers of my age are becoming disconnected from the outside and becoming glued to their phones. An astonishing 59% of parents said their kids have become pretty much addicted to their phones, and 45% of teenagers said they use their phones constantly, the rest using them almost daily as well. But this is what places like the National Trust are for. Just go outside, please. I shouldn't have to make this, just go outside. Now, as somebody that's constantly connected to the Wi-Fi, it's nice to know that sometimes I can disconnect, and yes, that was cringy. But the point was there, the National Trust at their core is a place that cares for all people and all ages, and wants you to experience everything they can provide, whether that be the events they hold, or just the nice bit of sceneries that you can walk around and explore, I guess. And I fully support what they do. Even if their prices could be considered steep, if you look past it, you're left with a company that genuinely wants to make memories for people like myself. And if you don't want to spend any money, just go outside somewhere else. Yeah, sheep are pretty scary, but once they chase after you with your fangs, they leave you alone, don't worry. We live in such a beautiful place, don't waste it, especially for a phone or even worse, Fortnite. Yeah, please go outside.